week in Behind the Scenes, mods ASHERZ and AOB tell us about the upcoming Castle Wars refresh, and mods That Jim and Z whet our RuneScape 3 appetites with news of a new customisable interface.
One of the core aspects of RuneScape 3 that I've been working on is our new interface system. Interfaces within RuneScape have lots of different types of functionality. For instance, the inventory, the side stones, the chat interface, all of those things come together to make up what is kind of the RuneScape HUD.
So some things we've found is that we sometimes gave players too much information or too little information. We didn't allow you to have different windows open at the same time. We forced these windows to be open in specific locations on the screen. At
the heart of the new RuneScape interface system is customization. That enables you to bring your content, the things you're interested in, to the forefront. So if I'm doing gameplay, I want to move a window somewhere, I can just pick it up and move it anytime I want. I can resize it, I can tab them into each other, I can swap them around. All of those things are at your fingertips all of the time.
And what this now allows you to do is to have exactly what you want, where you want it and when you want it.
So for different types of player, that means different types of interfaces. If you're a PK'er, you might want to have all of your combat information front and center. You might want to have your ability books set up underneath your action bar. If you're a skill, you might want to have your inventory, your skill advanced guide, all of that different content at your fingertips when you want it. If you want to move on to different types of gameplay, if you're a quester, if you're interested into the lore, you can bring up those pieces of content when you need them, when you want them.
So one thing you can do is have your own customized presets and change them on the fly.
If you've got a really small space you want to have your interface in, you don't have to spend time resizing it, changing it. You can just drop it into that space and it will resize it for you. It's a fantastically powerful system that we're really excited about. Feedback's been so important to the way we've been crafting the new interface system, and the way we want to kind of evolve on that is get it into players' hands as quickly as possible. Separate to the HTML5 beta is going to be our own new interface system beta, and that's going to allow the player to really get into the system, test things, explore, and then ultimately give us feedback and help us evolve it.
And also let us know the best layouts. Where do you like your inventory, your combat bar? How can we make it better for you guys?
You can find full details on RuneScape 3's beta programs by clicking the link at the bottom of the screen. Now, what about those changes to Castle Wars? Ease us in gently, ASHERZ. Start from the beginning.
Castle Wars is a safe PvP minigame which sees players capturing opponents' flags. After an allotted time, whichever team has the most flag captures wins. We've made quite a few changes to Castle Wars. We've added a currency system, we've allowed helms, we've made changes to balancing and a couple of gameplay tweaks. We've added a prayer altar, we've reduced the waiting time, and we've also had a big graphical rework. The changes that we're making are due to player feedback. We felt players weren't getting anything for the time they were putting in. On the forums, a lot of people were saying that they spent 20 minutes in a game and they weren't actually sort of gaining any benefit from it. So the currency system has been split now into two versions of tickets. We have a silver ticket that you will gain regardless of whether you win, lose or draw. These can be used to buy consumables such as the ballista parts or chin chompers, that kind of stuff. We've also then have a gold version of the ticket which you will gain from winning or drawing, and these will allow you to buy more sort of armour-based items. The armour stats we've changed, we've made them a lot more powerful. This is only in Castle Wars though. So helms make up a full set of armour. Certain armour do have a benefit of having a full set. Players on the forums again were saying that they couldn't get this armour bonus because we weren't allowing helms in. So we thought we'd allow them to take this in to get the full benefit of their armour so they can withstand the best chance of surviving in Castle Wars.
Well, the whole idea graphically is basically to bring the area to life. The old way the castles were made were really thin walls, and for us it was difficult to make the castles bigger and thicker because it would interfere with the gameplay. So what we did was we faked it by just making the battlements and the crenellations on top of the castle walls thicker to give the impression that the whole wall of all the castles are bigger and thicker. From our point of view, if you play on the highest level setting so that you get all the bloom effects, nicer particle effects and so forth, then we've accomplished what we're looking for, and we hope then that the player enjoys what they see while playing it.
With the graphical improvements and the gameplay tweaks that we've made, we think we've added to the Castle Wars gameplay experience, and we can't wait to see what the community think of it.
Next week it's the turn of the Duel Arena to get a refresh.
Subscribe to the RuneScape channel to be the first to hear about next week's behind the scenes.